of us have been interested in, at one time or another, in the romantic mysteries of all those societies that collapsed, such as the Maya, classic Maya in the Yucatan, the Easter Islanders, the Anasazi, Fertile Crescent Society, Angkor Wat, Great Zimbabwe, and so on. And within the last decade or two, archaeologists have shown us that there were environmental problems underlying many of these past collapses. But there are also plenty of places in the world where societies have been developing for thousands of years without any sign of a major collapse, such as Japan, Java, Tonga, and Tikopia. So evidently, societies in some areas are more fragile than in other areas.
Colonialism and neocolonialism have had a significant impact on Africa's development. Throughout the last 5 centuries, European countries such as England and France have conquered and colonized countries within Africa, using their superior technology to exploit the people and resources of these countries. As a result, when these countries gained independence, they lacked the skills to cultivate the resources of their land. But climate also plays a large part in determining an area's development. Africa is the hottest and driest continent in the world, with drylands and deserts comprising 60% of the total land mass. The arid conditions and extreme temperature and frequent droughts are devastating for a continent which largely relies on agriculture.
Generally, for Southern Africa, if I take our region for instance, basically the whole of sub-Saharan Africa is predominantly agro-based. Most of our economies are based on agriculture, and much of that agriculture is dryland agriculture.
This graph shows 4 African countries which all suffer heavily from drought. Their HDIs are all below 0.5, showing a direct correlation between climate and development.
Across northeastern Kenya, the drought is claiming victims. Here, as in Somalia to the east and Ethiopia to the north, people are abandoning their livestock and moving to wherever they can find water. There's none here now. The food crisis is mostly caused by drought, but bad management is making things worse. This borehole used to support the entire district. The pump broke a month ago, and the government has been promising to fix it ever since.
Africa as a continent has one of the highest corruption rates. This choropath map shows that Africa contains some of the most corrupt countries in the world, such as Sudan, Chad, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Corruption and bad management often has a negative effect on development.
Robert Mugabe is an excellent example of this. After his country gained independence, he seized power. He served as Prime Minister from 1980 to 1987, and as the first executive head of state from 1987. He supported the Second Congo War, wasting men and money. Furthermore, he prevented aid from reaching his countrymen, and deported white farmers previously providing jobs and upholding the country's economy, whilst he indulged in frivolous luxuries, ignoring the extreme poverty of his country's citizens. We have shown that both human and physical factors contribute to a poor level of development. Whilst Derek Diamond's theory is an attribute, we have seen how human factors such as colonialism and poor governance can significantly set back a country or even a continent's development.